Guys know that for a long time I had wanted to be with a Scorpio, and I talked about it for years for those of you who have been following me for a while. And I got everything that I loved about a Scorpio. In this relationship, my partner was faithful and devoted like Scorpios are. I never knew my partner to have someone else. It was never a problem with cheating, staying out late. There was always money. We lived very nice, but we're very, very, very different. We're really different. And, you know, um, good morning. There's no more effort on her part to really try and make it work. Like, we're in the same house right now, and she's downstairs, and I'm in the bedroom. And she never makes an effort to come into the same room to spend, quality time. Good morning. And I've recently asked for the strength to walk away because my partner said to me last weekend, oh, hey, Lois. My partner said to me last weekend, I moved on. Yeah, my partner said I moved on. I finally got the strength to move on while we were together. And I didn't know that. I didn't know that, they were moving on. But I don't keep the house the way that my partner wants me to keep the house. It is heartbreaking. It is heartbreaking, you know. And, but, the truth of the matter is I really lost myself, you know. And I feel like I need some help because I get into a relationship and I don't want to have friends anymore. I forget my hobbies. I forget my goals. It's like I really need to stay in therapy and maybe go to this 12-step program. I feel like we were never really compatible. We are very different people. And I see how, oh, I have codependency issues for real, you know. And I see how my partner acts around their mother and brother and sister. They're so happy and they spend time with them, but we're so different and we want very different things out of life. My partner wants a pension and I want an empire. you know, um, my partner wants to talk about retiring at a young age, and I'm talking about doing what I love until I'm in my 80s, you know. And then when my partner comes to 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 be around me. I um, I don't really enjoy their company. I don't like what my partner talks about. We don't like doing the same things. And what was said last weekend was, I feel like we needed each other for 6 years. And it was said that, I came in your life at a time when you needed me, and um, you were in my life when I needed you. But I don't think, we really need each other anymore. And so, no, she's a Scorpio. So she's in the process of buying a house. And she wants her house so clean. Like, her level of cleaning is, I'd never seen anything like that. And I just don't want to spend my life in a house cleaning. That's what she does 24/7. Cleaning is not that fucking important to me. you know I would rather be out someplace, and our intimacy is not what it used to be. I'm just so afraid of being single at my age, you know. But I only have one life. Uh, and I don't want to spend 7 years with somebody that doesn't really love me. I mean, she's said for years now that she doesn't love me anymore, you know. Um, and the truth is, uh, we're just too different to have a life with each other, you know. So I've been praying, and yeah, I've been praying. I'm not keeping this up either. And it's interesting that you say that, Contessa Ramsey, because I have been talking to my ex lately, and just as a friend, and to be loved like that and adored, and he's always saying affirming things to me. He makes me feel heard and valued and appreciated. And then I come back home, and there's a lot of criticism. She's very negative. She only sees my bad qualities, you know. Like, I don't feel loved. I don't feel safe. And I think that, I personally think that water and air is just not a good match. I, uh, I really would like a Leo now, you know. So, I have time to walk away. I have time to cry. Yeah. I mean, I can, okay. So I don't know what happened there, but, you know, uh, we're like strangers, and it just really hurts. You know, we're like roommates, and it's like neither one of us wants to be the first to say goodbye. I feel like she keeps telling me, on one end, she says, I want to continue this journey with you. You know, on one end, she says, I want to continue this journey with you. And then on the other end, she does nothing for closeness. She does nothing for trying to make it work. And then we, we go out to dinner. There's nothing to talk about because we're so different. You know, it's like living with a familiar roommate is what it feels like. But I just don't really want to let her go, you know? And I don't think she really wants to let me go, but we're not holding on to anything. We're really not holding on to anything, but just familiarity. Hey, Brad, you know, so I keep thinking about Gladys Knight's song, Neither One of Us Wants to Be the First to Say Goodbye, because I feel like, I feel like, um, I feel so unfulfilled in this relationship, you know. I remember looking at a TikTok, and it was a couple, and she asked her mate, she said, how has this relationship been for you? And the mate said, fulfilling. Wow. Wow. I can't even imagine that. I have I have not been fulfilled in 6 years. And I feel like I'm being selfish by holding on to her, you know, because she's so pretty. She can easily find somebody else. And I appreciated all of the great things that, she brought to my life. I appreciate having a clean house, and she's real easy to talk to, and she was always faithful and devoted, and a real good listener, you know. But we're just not compatible, and although we have been there for each other for 6 years, I feel like it's been time to say goodbye, to be honest. Thank you, Stacy. Yeah, Jasmine, I can relate to that. You know, I feel like I feel like what I'm gonna say to her is, I'm gonna say I'm gonna get me a house, a spot where I can stay when things get rough between us, but I kind of want to slowly start spending more time in the new place, you know. But I know that this pain will pass. I'm just so scared of being alone. And I'm just really scared of getting back out there, you know. But she hasn't been in this relationship for years. She's been checked out for years. She has not really been like with me for about 3 years. So this relationship has been over for 3 years. But, I just haven't, I don't know, neither one of us just hasn't said goodbye. That's my dog. And I look a mess this morning. That's why I don't have. So she doesn't like the cat. You know, she doesn't like animals. And all she wants is for the house to be clean. You know, I just want, if we do go, you know, when we do go our separate ways, I just want to be friends. I don't want it to be disrespectful. You know what I mean? She says there's a lot of, she says there's a lot of bad blood between us. She said, it's been 10 years of this dance with me. I want companionship, but I'm terrified of dating. Plus, we have kids. Yeah. Yeah. Man, that's even worse if you have friends, if you have kids. And then the finances, you know, it's expensive here in Atlanta now. I mean, like to live, to be safe, you know, it's about to be in a safe area in Atlanta. It's maybe 1,700, maybe 1,650. You can find a place that's 1,650. You know, and I'm not making that kind of money I used to make a long time ago. I just, I feel like, I feel kind of, I feel like I don't want to be selfish, you know, and hold her captive. See, another thing is her mom is here with us. So uh-oh, hold on. Uh-oh. She has the security of having her mom with us. She has her mom. I mean, damn, I wish my mom lived with me. So, you know, she don't really need me as much as she used to because at first, 6 years ago, she was in Georgia by herself with an aunt or two, you know, so she was really clinging on me. But now that her mom is here, she's not, you know, feeling such as strong of a need as she did before, you know, so she has the advantage. 6 years ago, I had the advantage. You know, I was making like $250,000 on YouTube. And some months I was doing 29,000, you know, and I had the place and I had the houses and I had the money and she wasn't paying nothing and she didn't have any relatives here. So I had the advantage and my relatives lived with us. But the world turned, you know. Now my money is not like it used to be. Now she makes more money than I do. And she's getting ready to buy a house. And she said, you know, I want you to come, but she don't act like it. You know, I don't feel like she's investing in the relationship. Like I said, we're both home right now, and she's downstairs. Instead of being in the bed doing her work so that she can be next to me, she's downstairs in the, what do you call that room? You know, that room, the step, you know, when you step down the stairs, the sink room. She's in the sink room, you know. So, what? Right. It is hard out here. You're not lying, Jasmine. And my mom is like, well, you know, you can come and stay with me. I don't want to go back home with my mother, you know. I'm just going to have to start doing things with my finances again that I had stopped doing. But, yesterday, no, 2 days ago, I mean, I have been fighting for the relationship, but I've been fighting by myself. And I think the other day I finally snapped because, I didn't do something she asked me to do and she got into an attitude about it. And I was like, you know what, Nicole, you are fighting this relationship by yourself. She has left this relationship, and I just started saying, God, give me the strength. I should ask for the means too, huh? God, give me the strength and the financial means to live near my family and be safe. And, you know, I hadn't been praying for the means. Maybe that's what I need to start praying for. I don't even want to be in a relationship for a couple of years. I just want to focus on my career. You know, some of you know that I've always wanted to be a motivational speaker. I'm finally getting into that. And it's taken a lot of the pain away too, because I'm focusing on something that makes me feel good, you know. So, no, because me and my mom, we have a history with each other, and I don't want to. I'm grateful that that she's allowing me to come there, but we have a very bad, we have a lot of history with each other that's not too positive. So I asked the cards. I remember the first time I did a reading on her. When I first met her, we got the Empress, and I left that reading on the side of my bed, and I never picked it up for like a year. And that it was exactly correct. We did like live together, and we did have abundance together, and we did have a very nice lifestyle with each other, and we did somewhat get married, and it was long term. That was a very accurate reading, very accurate. And I just am happy that you guys are here to hear this. I'm getting ready to erase this. I'm an extrovert. I feel better when I talk about things. But, she's told me that she's not in love anymore. And on one end, she says, I want to continue this journey with you. But on the other end, she makes no effort for a relationship. She makes no effort. No, she doesn't spend any time with me. We're just different, but I feel like we love each other. And my deepest prayer is that when we go our separate ways, that, I got a lot out of this relationship with her. I love her family. Her family treated me so good. Her sisters, her mom, her brothers, her cousins, her uncles, they all really embraced me because I'm not really close to my family. So they gave me, I got a family with her. And I love her mother so much. And her mom stays with us. I call her mother. But I don't want to live my life stuck in an empty relationship that is unfulfilling. You know, because as a Libra, the most important thing to me is a relationship. It's the most important thing. Like Aquarius is the most important thing to them are their friends. And Alphia, she was never really in love. I'll let you guys look at the cat. But I do trust God. I'm just scared. I'm scared of the pain of separation. I'm scared of moving things. Like, all of this is my furniture. Um, I gotta move my bed, I have to move that. All of this is mine. Um, oh, okay. Um, yeah, the most important thing to me is my companion. And I'm getting up there in age, and I've spent 6 years in a loveless relationship. And I don't want to spend any more time in a loveless relationship. And I just want, I want three things left in my life. I want to be married, and I want to be a motivational speaker, and I want to, I have homes, but I don't live in them. I want to live in a home that I'm buying. And that's another thing. She doesn't like my fur babies. You know, my fur babies are like my children. And I don't, we're just so different. And, you know, I'm going to miss her so much because I spent 6 years of my life with her, you know, and I really appreciated her for being there in my life for me. But we were never supposed to be together. And the truth of the matter is, if I would have dated her a little longer, and when I met her, I was alone in a 5-bedroom home. I was in a very exclusive, very rich neighborhood, but I was by myself. I didn't want to be in that house by myself. And I really needed her at that time. And nobody else was really stepping up like she did. She stepped up. She was like, look, I'm interested, and I'd like to take you for some coffee. And I wish, I wish that we could make it work, because, like, if she would just try a little harder, I wouldn't leave, you know? If she would just show me just a little that she's still in this, but she doesn't. She doesn't even do the bare minimum. It's like she's been telling me for a while, I want out. I feel like what she's saying is, I want out, but I don't have the strength to leave. That's what I feel like I get from her. I feel like she's saying, will you leave because I can't? And I want to be a noble person, you know. I don't want to be selfish, and I don't want to hurt anyone. She's been like my only family for 6 years. No, Faya, I can say this for a fact about Scorpios. They are very loyal when they love you. And also they're very fixed. Like, she's been very fixed on the relationship. Scorpios, when they love you, they are very devoted. She's been very devoted to the relationship. She's just not in love anymore. And, I feel like I kind of let myself go. And, and she's always critical of me. Like, she has a Virgo rising. I don't know if you guys know what it's like to be around a Virgo. Hey, sissy. I no, I feel like Scorpios are really yeah, Scorpios, like I said, they won't leave. They're very loyal, they're very devoted. They may want you to leave, but they don't leave, you know. And I really appreciate that. I appreciate that. But she's so critical. She has a oh really? Um she's so critical. Like I'm always doing something that doesn't meet her standards, you know? I'm always told how I'm not good enough or yeah. Hi, inner stereo. I I'm always told what I'm not doing right and what I do wrong and really? Oh, yeah. That's what I'm feeling, Fire Tribe. Okay. See, you know, another thing, you guys, is as far as a man is concerned, I did years of manifestation work and I attracted a real good man. I talked to you guys about him, right? But I never did any emotional work or manifestation work around women. And that's who I want to be with. I want to be with a woman. I just I just want us to be friends and I don't want to hurt her. I don't want to say mean things to her, but I do want to go my separate ways. I just need to be able to financially afford it. Yeah, it's been going on for a while, you know, and I feel like I'm more compatible maybe with a Leo, but I've been feeling like I should try a Leo because they're loyal and they're fixed too, you know. But one of the good things about a Scorpio that I do want to say is, boy, if they love you, they will ride or die with you. She ride or died with me with everything I touched, everything I did. You know, she was right there. She was a ride or die. Faithful, loyal, never had issues with other women. I have her phone passcode, you know, and she's real pretty. I'm crying, yeah, because I'm starting to accept that this is over. Why won't who turn around? Oh, because, girl, my face is not done. It's early in the morning. I got an afro. I need to gel my shit down, child, please. So, oh, you talking about the cat? I don't know what you're talking about. Um, She always, you know, always criticized me. Like when we met, I had two homes, a 5-bedroom home, a Mercedes. I worked 12 hours a week and made $250,000. And all she could do was put me down. She never was like, you know, my girlfriend got it going on. She was never proud of me. She always kind of looked at me as the bad guy for some reason. You think that's what it was? EB, I want my woman to be proud of me. Yeah. She always looked at me. I mean, you know, I can't. I, But that was my childhood. That's what it was like being around my mom. So I feel like I kind of manifested my mom. I didn't really work on what type of relationship I wanted, with a woman because I always felt like it was wrong because of my Christian beliefs and stuff. I didn't think I could have a beautiful relationship with a woman. Um, but I need to write the vision out. Yeah, she didn't give me what the oh yeah, that's the stuffed animal right there. And then she would say, "Oh, I never gave you your flowers because I didn't want it to go to your head." Are you fucking serious? She's not she's not the one for me at all. And then, like I said, when I talk to my ex and I'm like, my ex just really gives me my flowers and thinks so highly of me. And, when I share my thoughts and ideas, my ex is so sweet, but she just puts me down. I have been emotionally abused for a while in this relationship. You know, it's been very emotionally abusive. And like when she doesn't get her way, she'll stop talking and just shut down. She uses silence as a weapon. Now, she doesn't use words as a weapon, but she damn sure uses silence as a weapon. I just feel like I deserve better, you know? And, mm, yeah. Yeah, she is up to something. She's buying a house. Oh, really? Bright minds? I didn't know that. She's buying a house, but she's so controlling about this house, right? Like she doesn't want me to light incense that I like. I pay half of the bills, but I can't smoke weed in the house. It's like she's the main leaseholder, so, but most of the time I have been the main leaseholder, but now she's buying a house and it's already bad with her being a leaseholder. So I can only imagine what it would be like if I was living in her house. She would probably she wants me to get rid of my cat. I'm not getting rid of my cat, you know? Yeah. My mom has a real big, pretty house, but me and my mom, we have so much history with each other. She always criticizes me. She criticizes everything I do. Everything I do, she criticizes, you know? Like, I couldn't be the woman I was born to be being with her because there's so many negative things that comes out of her mouth. And I finally said to her, um, I don't think I should tell you what I said. But I told her, I was like, who do you think you are putting me down? I said, what have you accomplished that you are so much better than me? You know? I was like, you's a teacher. You ain't even made 1/3 the amount of money I made. You know what I'm saying? I just, I don't know if you guys know this about Libras, but we feel really lonely when we're alone. We rule the house of um, partnerships, and when we're not in a partnership, I don't know if you guys feel as bad as we do, you know, but And you know, another thing that I never hear them say about Libra is that we really like relationships. Like that's I mean, the most important thing to me is somebody that's going to be there and somebody that won't leave. Yeah. No, Mary Elizabeth, I don't live with my mom. She said that I could, but I live, I live with my girlfriend who is in the process of buying a house. Um, and that's another thing. The house, is not going to be anywhere as pretty as this house is. And one of the things I liked about her was the lifestyle that we lived with each other. She said she doesn't necessarily need a pretty lifestyle. We're so different. The food we eat is different. The music we listen to. She complains about my music. She complains about the tarot. She complains about my animals. She complains about my hair, my dogs. I mean, she just complains about everything, you know? And the thing about it is she has mental health issues, like she really does. She has mental health issues that are federally recognized, okay? So that's kind of why I kind of let it go, or let a lot of the things that she said go, because I knew she had some mental issues. But then, I got back in contact with my ex, and I remembered what it was like to be treated like a queen, you know? It's just my ex. I couldn't have the lifestyle that I wanted with my ex. Yeah, I don't know why she won't take meds. She needs to, you know? She needs to. But I don't know if her sister is in the chat or not, because her sister is always watching what I'm doing. And her sister is subscribed to the channel, so I don't know if her sister has told her that I'm live or what, but I would stay, I just, my ex, see, the thing with my ex is he doesn't want nothing. And we have any Capricorns on the line? Yeah, Eleanor, that's exactly what's going on. She doesn't think she has a problem. You hit the nail right on the whatever, however you say that. You hit the hammer right on the nail. She doesn't think she has a problem at all. Hi, Padmas. Well, um, the Capricorn that I was with, you're what, Eleanor? You've been around for a while, haven't you? Eleanor, how long have you been watching? How long have you guys been watching? Oh, yeah, he's an ex of the Capricorn. Hey, baby. Hi, mama. She loves the bed. I don't think I told you guys that I got a cat. You've been watching since 2018? Jesus. Oh, 2017? 2019. Eleanor, how long have you been watching? Contessa, I think this is the first time. Oh my God, Contessa, you've been watching since 2018? She looks like your cat, Missy. Um, the Capricorn. Oh yeah. They say that Capricorns are, they say that Capricorns are, what did they say? Financially, they say, you about to come into bed? Okay. They say that Capricorns are financially, hold on. they say that Capricorns are usually, they really care about finances, but I don't know if that's all Capricorns, you know, because my ex, my ex, who was a Capricorn, you know, he didn't really care too much about, oh, I haven't seen that little thing in a long time. My, uh-oh, hold on. Hold on. The Capricorn, yeah, the Capricorn never really wanted to work. Isn't that unusual for a Capricorn? I was told that that was highly unusual for a Capricorn to not want to work. Yeah, yeah. I know, Faya. She came in. No, she didn't know. Oh, you think her sister told her, huh? That's why she came in. Oh, I guess her sister is on the live. And, you know, when I tell her sister the things that she does, her sister does nothing. All right, let's do a quick love reading, all right? The Six of Pentacles. Well, this is not about love, but this is talking about somebody's finances in here. It looks like your money is getting ready to get good, or you're getting ready to get a gift. Did any of you guys did any of you guys order any Amazon packages? Okay, sissy. Oh, you do, Eleanor? What sign are you? Oh, you are Capricorn. Well, I don't know, Eleanor. The Capricorn didn't want nothing. We were living in the ghetto. We had gun violence outside. The gangs were taking over our apartment complex. And, you know, he just, every time I talked about let's climb higher, you know, let's buy a house, he would get so angry, right? Oh, you did? Oh, really? Okay. He would get so angry. I said, listen, I don't feel safe. Are you going to move us out? And he didn't want nothing. And I couldn't afford California. Oh, yes, Eleanor, you're right. I couldn't afford California anymore. So I moved to Houston. How many of you guys remember when I was in Houston? So I moved to Houston, and that's when I started my YouTube channel, and everything blew up, you know? And even then, you know, he didn't want nothing. So I just bought homes on my own and just came up on my own. I made $250,000 that year. Yeah, you did? Hi, Jamila, you did? You're in Houston now? So it looks like your Amazon packages are gonna come. Do what again, Contessa? Um, so what else do we have here? Oh, somebody's spying on you. Oh, somebody's gonna be looking at the packages that arrive at your house. So somebody, you better let somebody know to pick up your packages. Oh, really? Yeah. Oh, you guys, I'm warning you. Somebody might try and pick up one of your packages. Yeah, Fia, you should. What do you want to do, new? What did you want to do when you were a little girl? Well, I'm going to go now because, she came in the room and I don't want it to seem like I'm leaving the room when she came in because, I thought that I still wanted to fight for this. I just started to feel like, you know, this weekend. Oh, yeah. I wouldn't be with a Libra. I wouldn't fuck with one. Not at all. Not at all. Thank you guys. I really appreciate you all for showing up. Yeah, sissy, you right, girl. Um, I cannot believe that I have been gone for like 7 months, and when I need you guys, you're here. You all are some amazing people. I mean that. I was so lucky and blessed on YouTube, when I started because you guys were so kind to me and I really appreciate that. All right, I'm going to come back. What sign should I do today? Thank you. Thank you. What sign should I do today? I did Sagittarius. You didn't see it? I did Cancer already. I did Cancers. Y'all didn't see it? I did Sagittarius. Are you guys not seeing the videos? You got to look under live and you have to look under videos. I did, yep, those are the ones that I did. Thank you, Intuitive Ally. What do you guys want to, thank you. What do you guys want to know about in the videos? Do you want, it seems like when I did the video, whatever comes out, you guys had the strongest response. Yeah, I did Gemini too. All right, I'm about to take this video down, okay? Because like I said, her sister watches me and I don't know what's going on. So I'll leave it up for about 5 minutes and then I'm going to take it down. Thank you all for being here. Love you. God bless.